Welcome back once again, listeners, to Fate's Rest. Now, last time we started a two-part guest episode with our friend Jake here, and since he is the guest, he gets to go over what we did last time. So, Jake, what did happen last time?
Okay, so I said hello, and then everybody else said hello. We're not starting from there. So what happened in the episode was a lot of loud noises from multiple parties, one of them being Callie. That was fun. Wyvern and Tobeans attempted to be tickled, but low rolls prevented it. Mm-hmm. Silver's characters struggling to stay awake and in control of their own body. Callie took skydiving to a whole new level, and then made a door, and then there were pirates, and a bird that was on fire, and also I said hello and was in a cage. And we ended a little bit after that.
It was mostly accurate.
That's pretty close.
Oh, and
See,
there was
now,
some
listeners,
guy
now
named
you
Bart.
can grade his performance. So go back and.
Oh God, the pressure.
Well, we did inform there was a pop quiz in the next episode.
Yeah.
They did not. No.
And I think two parts sounds like wishful thinking.
They asked me what my favorite flavor of chip was, and it turned to the wolves.
We didn't agree with him, so.
Alright, so last time we left off with you'll be talking to the strange man in the cage. You'll be talking to the strange man in the cage in the camp of pirates who are starting to repair the ship that they damaged instead of asking. Wilson and Sig currently, correct?
Yes.
Thrown helplessly into the woods. As far as we know, Wilson is still paralyzed. And Callie had plummeted a significant amount of time down into the ocean.
So, I do want to correct a statement I said before about these pirates. They're not the worst pirates ever because they did successfully take a ship. However, they've lost a ship, and they were supposed to be dragon hunters as well. They let the dragon escape. And their
Arguably,
mercenaries
they let
trapped on a
both
deserted
dragons
island,
escape
so...
at this point, so.
It's fair.
Well, one was obviously a dragon.
The other one sounded like a dragon.
Also, somebody's here to beat up their captain, and he's just kind of chilling in the
Yeah, that
vicinity.
is a little strange. Like, okay, if I were a merciless pirate, wouldn't I have just killed that guy by now?
Yeah, they're
they tried.
an odd bunch.
I never said they were the
Maybe
smartest
they
pirates, okay?
Maybe they have this weird vow where they don't kill people who willingly become prisoners. That's why they give you a chance to surrender, so they won't kill you.
Maybe. And we finally left off with Callie using a insane spell from her Sparkstone to summon a door.
Insane is a strong word. It's like
Out
a
of
level
thin
5
air.
spell. Just, she's almost strong enough to cast those. Actually, she is strong enough to cast those. She gets one slot.
This is not one of the spells.
No, this is not one of them, but it is currently.
And we will start up top. Lost wandering the forest, Sig. You don't know where any of your friends are.
Wandering's a bit strong.
Well, maybe you're standing. I don't know. You don't know where your friends are, and you're in a jungle forest thing.
Kind of cursing, annoyed. Since neither personality is really, good on the whole jungle survival aspect of things. So I do think their point of Earth would be to get to climb a tree to see what's around them, survey their
Alright.
surroundings.
Climb a tree. That would be athletics, my friend.
Oh boy,
Good luck,
Yeah.
wizard.
that is harsh. I happen to be a very strong wizard. Thank you very much.
You're gonna jinx yourself.
If I remember correctly, I have a higher ability to use strength than you
You're
do,
gonna jinx yourself.
paladin. I'm not going to jinx myself because that is a where's my modifier?
Oh yeah, I wished him luck.
That's a 21.
See?
All right. Yeah, you climb a tree. You find one just tall enough to get up into the tree line, and where you can see both below and above to see where you're at. And you climb the tree. Surprisingly, holds a strong enough, scrawny little tree that can hold your weight. Jungle trees don't typically get very thick, so
Yeah. So, can I see? Yeah, I guess the ship would be the best guess.
the ship.
Yeah, I figured the ship's probably the best one to go after.
Roll me a perception. Let's see.
Bum, 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 bum. Dirty 20.
Alright, so since the ship is technically considered beached right now, it's kind of leaning to one side. They haven't fully propped it up yet. You can see the mast just barely over the top of the trees.
Okay, how far away?
You
is
are
that?
roughly 300 feet or so.
No, I'm not.
I forgot about this roll, but yeah, you're about 300 feet or so.
So I would like to dimension door to the. If the ship's laying on its side, then he would like to envision a spot on the side of the
Mhm.
ship and dimension
Or
door to that
logo.
spot.
You do that.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Wilbur. You mean Wilson?
I mean, he didn't see Wilson near him, so it's like, eh.
Poor guy went from being stranded on one island to being stranded on the next.
Hey, you might have company on this island if Lord Kick doesn't die.
And I guess so. I dimension door to the space there, so just this ghost, this like energy looking little portal deal opens up. Step through. I'm staying on the ship. Is there any enemies nearby?
So-
that comes through?
As you portal to the ship, 3 people are working on the ship, and let's see how bad you scare the shit out of these guys.
But hopefully I can scare him bad enough to make a wisdom save at disadvantage, so we'll do that.
Only one of them noticed you even showed up, so
Sweet. Are they within a 10-foot
I mean,
sphere?
they
of that
you
one
can
of
tell
those?
that they're working on repairing the harpoon damage to the ship, so they're pretty close to where you spawned in at.
So if they're within 10 foot of the guy that spotted me, then I would like to have them all make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throws. They're pirates. They aren't good at these. 10, 12, 21.
Okay, well, all but the 21, I need them to make a D10 for to tell what action they do, because I just cast confusion on them.
The 21 guy is the one actually looking at you.
Oh, sweet. I'll take care of him later.
9 and a 3.
Okay, so the one that rolled a 9 can act normally. The one that rolled a 3 cannot move or take actions on this turn.
He drops his hammer, just kind of like staring blankly at the spot he was working on. The other guy's
Confusion,
the other
baby.
guy's just kind of doing his thing. Yeah. All right. So you have appeared back at the camp or near the ship. There's a little bit of a commotion as Yulby is talking to Pline, the man in the box.
Excuse me, it's Lord Kick now.
Yes, Lord Kick.
And I'm going to need both of you two to roll me perceptions to see if you notice this commotion at the ship.
Oh, okay.
Is it daytime?
It is dusk. Starting to get late.
Oh, I can see normally. Aha!
Wait, hold on. Oh, huh.
I've recently experienced that pain. It's always annoying.
I just learned that Goliaths don't have dark vision. It's not dark, right?
It's dusk.
Yes.
Doesn't count as dark
So
yet.
I'm not blind and you're
12
not
hours.
blind yet.
Okay. Well, that's a 17.
19.
19. Yeah, you notice this bright light appear near the ship, and then a commotion of some guy like talking, and then his buddy stops and he starts yelling at his buddy because he's not doing anything. And you see Zug standing there. Specifically, it's Sig Trigger
I'll
standing
wave.
there.
Is
Yes,
he
like-
within 60 feet?
I'd say the ship is about 75, 80 feet from where you're at.
Wait, hello. Like, arm up
You
in the
see-
air.
You
Big
see you'll
wave.
be waving.
Sig's not done
Oh
yet.
no. And as y'all are torturing these poor idiotic pirates, Callie has crawled through this little door.
I would like to say that I'm not gonna just crawl through without looking, because I'm not entirely sure that the key
That's
would have
fair.
worked.
Alright, so let's do it this way then. You have put the key in and opened the door. And you don't really see anything, but you smell the very familiar smells of the tavern.
Okay, I guess that's gonna have to be good enough. Poke your head in. Try to go through.
Poke your head in and roll me a perception.
Sure thing. 16.
16. Alright. So, as you poke your head in and slowly start to come... You're not coming through the main door because of how small this door is. You're like in a door underneath the stairs.
Alright.
And as you poke your head through, you look around, and the tavern is deserted. The lights are on, and you can look out the window as you crawl through into into the tavern. It's light outside the window, but it's deserted, and it's weirdly deserted. There's tables turned over. There's broken chairs. There's significant amount of damage to the bar top. And you don't even see the ghost bartender who's always near the bar top. There's no sound whatsoever inside this tavern.
Oh. Yeah. She's gonna look around and then kind of call out into the silence. Like a hello? But she's
You don't get any response.
gonna make her way over to the front door and see if there's any way that she can try to manipulate how this thing works and get herself to a door on the ship.
Right.
Which may or may not involve a bunch of like opening and closing it and trying to like magic it. I don't know. She doesn't understand how it works quite.
All right. So as you're trying with the door, and we'll say you're opening and closing it with your key, trying to figure out how to get back to the ship. Let's go back over to the others. You're trying to figure this out. So, Zug has noticed Yulby and this new guy who's in the cage. And what is Sig still trying to do to these poor pirates?
Oh, Sig's upset. He's duking it out.
I want you to know this. These guys do not look like combatants. These three look like squishy wizard engineer boys.
If they want to run away, they can run away. But Sig is
was also
pissed.
thrown from the ship before this surrender thing happened, so
This is fair.
Yes, Sig was thrown from the ship. They were shipjacked. He's been paralyzed. These guys have ruined his otherwise peaceful day. He's going full on old man, just rage mode.
All right. What are you doing to this poor guy who is staring at you dumbfounded?
I mean, if he hasn't drawn any weapons, Sig's going to.
I mean, he has a wood
do that,
mallet.
like,
I mean, I don't know what to tell you there.
he's going to give that the come at me, like, come on, let's go. He's going to intimidate this guy.
You're gonna roll an intimidation. Do that intimidation.
Yep. That would be a. that gif is good. That is a 24. On
This
that
guy
intimidation.
bolts, like 100% bolts. He drops his hammer and runs directly off into the jungle.
So then the other two that were confused, is this a new turn?
They still don't know you're there. They're yelling at this one guy's yelling at the other guy. He has no idea what's going on.
If it's a new turn, then they have to roll another d10.
Oh, man.
Their actions. Confusion keeps going for a
4 and 8.
minute. 4 and 8. So the 4, he does nothing.
Again, that guy's getting lucky.
And then the 8, they use their action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Cool, so he's attacking his buddy. It's the only creature within reach. Yeah, that's a thing. He smacks the shit out of his buddy with his wood mallet.
So that Sig's going to go find somebody to actually fight.
Hit.
He needs to vent some
You
frustration.
move towards the fire. All blood and brimstone here. You'll be just watched Sig just scare the shit out of some guy and have another guy punch himself. And he looks mad coming towards the fire.
No, mad is not the correct mood.
I don't think Yulby would understand what's going on there. Because one guy just hit his own guy, and Zug's coming out pretty much in a mood. So she's just like, oop, that's not going to be good. The wave becomes more of a subtle wave. Like, I don't know, someone's in trouble. And I don't know if it's me or them.
Is that a friend of yours?
Yes.
Is he always angry?
Yeah, that's why he has a little paper and I have a little drawing on it. One side's angry and the other side's kind of got smiley and squeaky face. Right now he's on the angry face side.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, DM.
Yes.
What's the rule on mild swearing on this podcast?
Go for it.
What's... Okay.
Yeah, we're not a family-friendly podcast.
Okay.
Do it.
So he's a bit of an asshole.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. He's got good moments. Maybe only to those he doesn't like, so don't get on that side.
Well, I'll make no promises. I'm honest to a fault.
Oh, right. Well, also, aren't the trees your friends too?
Mm-hmm. You want to meet a friend of mine?
Sure, why not?
Okay. He's going to hold his hands out between the bars of the cages, all cramped-like, and a poof happens, and there's this little shrub, like one of those round shrubs that's a rose bush, but it's got little goat horns. This is Rosie. That's it. This is his friend. It's a little shrub.
Is it one of those things I can pet?
The horns. The rest is thorns. I didn't
I'll
mean
do
to
a
make that
gentle
rhyme.
finger touch. Gentle finger touch to the horn.
The shrub shakes.
Hello. I can introduce you to Sig Fritz when he gets here.
So this is happening, and I'm gonna need Callie to roll a. Let's see. I just need a flat intelligence roll
She's so
here.
great at these.
You're trying to figure out this door
Nah,
thing. You don't know how it
Callie.
works.
Yeah, that's about right. She got a 5.
You put the key in and you open it, and it's like this blast of hot air all of a sudden. Like you just opened out into the desert.
Okay. Cool. There are
You know that's
draconic
not right, so you should
curses
throw it
of
back.
frustration as she makes her way back to the tiny door that she intentionally left open to crawl back out to her little ice cube to start flying for the next 13 hours.
Now, hold on a second. Hold on. Before you do that, before you back away from the door, give me an investigation. It's based off of sounds and
13?
smells and stuff in the tavern. Alright. 13. As you are cussing and all livid and stuff like that, you hear a very unique sound coming from the kitchen. And it honestly sounds like
I'm
someone
so sorry, you
whispering.
cut out on my end. It sounds like what?
It sounds like someone whispering in the kitchen. So there, as far as you know, there is someone here.
Hey? I felt like she had started to head back toward the stairs, and then here's the whisper. And then we'll just sigh a little bit and go, and she's just gonna straight up walk and peek into the kitchen. She doesn't care at this point. Staff only, I don't care.
Mhm.
Just gonna open the door, look inside.
Okay. So as you walk into the kitchen, you will see, cowering in fear, behind a counter, is a man who looks extremely like the ghost who typically is behind the counter. And he's not a ghost. And he is... He hasn't noticed you walk into the kitchen yet, but he is hiding behind the counter here and is muttering to himself over and over again. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Where is he? Where is he?
You
Where is
alright?
he?
I mean, obviously not, but you alright?
And this man jumps. Ah, what? What? What's going on?
From
Oh,
here?
I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you? You look familiar. You're the boss's
Girl, at this point. Where is he?
adventurer? Yeah, it's a good question. The magic of the... He's been gone long enough, the magic is starting to wear off on the tavern.
Where you wear ghost form?
My
Not
ghost
the
form
point.
is gone.
Do you know how to work the front door? Yeah?
The door? Oh, the gate. Do you have a key? So he's not here to set the destination. You have to know where you're going and have some kind of link. You have to be thinking like some kind of emotional or
Easy
thought
enough.
link to that
Um,
area at the same time. The
I
gate's
have to
complicated.
get back to my allies, especially before the magic wins enough that I can't. But is there a way I can help you while I'm here? Or
The
how do I
tavern needs to be
charge a
charged.
tavern?
It's running out of magic. I think using the gate might do it. The whole tavern is in this crux of reality, and if it runs out of magic, all of the worlds it's linked to are no longer
I might almost be able to
linked to the fates.
Okay, sure. I mean, I can use the gate. Would giving... I don't know if giving you a source of magic would help at all. I do have a stone, but I think it's just concentrated magic in my world. I don't think it's helpful here. It's a spark stone.
Well, is it... What kind of sparkstone? Oh,
Well,
that
then
might be a good temporary
you
battery.
can have it. She's gonna give him the other one that she's not attuned to. Which is... Uh-huh.
Oh, the one
It's a
Dizzy
light
gave
blue
her.
spark
I
stone.
forgot she had that.
She did try to offer it back one time, and he was like, nah. I was like, okay. So...
It was a test.
yeah. It does
Gods be testing you.
belong to a god,
Light blue
so I wouldn't,
abjuration.
break it or anything. But...
The gods. That's funny. Okay, yeah. But yeah, use the gate the way I told you. We might be in trouble
Well,
if the gatekeeper doesn't come back soon.
don't really know what else I can do to help that, so best of luck. I'll see if we can come back here after you've solved whatever crisis we're currently working on. She'll go to the gate, and to establish that, like, thought connection thing, she's gonna imagine the ship, but also she's gonna ask Phrynos to, like, reach out to where Ray is. Just to kind of, like, connect even more strongly, I suppose.
Uh-huh.
And then try to walk through.
Yeah. Yeah, you're thinking of this, and Ray and Phrynos are speaking to each other. Yulby can actually hear Ray speaking to Phrynos.
Oh, cool.
And you open the door. You are in the galley of the ship.
Finally. Okay.
Right. And as this happens, Sig has one surprise round against all of these pirates because they've seen Yulby and Pline wave, but they're facing the other direction, so they haven't really turned around to look.
Okay. I want to look over the crowd and see which one looks like they're in charge.
Biggest hat.
Biggest hat. So I want to target the biggest hat, and I want him to make a wisdom saving throw,
Wisdom
please.
saving throw. That's a 4.
Alrighty then. So that was my hypnotic pattern. So the one in charge just gets to see a bunch of flying colors in the air and a 30-foot cube around where he is at. I guess actually each creature. So it's a 30-foot cube around that one. So
30-foot cube around him. Every
Yep.
single one of those pirates can see that if that's how that works.
sweet. So I need to know if they have a pass or fail then.
That's a lot of pirates to roll. Let's see. A 2. So that's a nat fail.
Nice.
6.
So the score
Okay,
is a 15.
okay.
So anybody over 15 passes.
So far, no one. Two people pass.
Okay, so everybody but those two sees a bunch of pretty colors floating around, and they are charmed. They are incapacitated and have a movement speed of 0 until they are broken from their.
And this is you designate. This has to be designated as friendly or foe, right? This isn't friendly fire.
Each creature in the area.
So Yulby and Pline also have to make that roll.
What kind of save is this?
Wisdom.
Oh,
Because you're next to Yulby, you'll get a +5.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be fine, but I will add the +5 anyway.
26.
You're good.
26. You'll be fine.
Also 26.
And Pline is fine. You will feel the magic of this being cast, but you don't see anything.
You just see a very angry, very pale man with blonde hair just walk up, and the whole camp is just basically drooling at this point.
And what do you two do, knowing that someone angry just cast magic?
Yulby's just gonna open the cage door now.
It wasn't locked. Just open it. It
Yeah,
wasn't
she's
locked.
just gonna open it. Yeah. It's not locked, she'll just open it.
Oh, thank you.
Now I can get you out.
All right. Well.
If you were honest to a fault, I didn't want to open the door right then because then they would have all get mad and maybe I could take on 12 of these guys, but still.
Well, now I feel bad about beating them up because they're all drooling.
Hey,
I only got to beat up the one in the big hat.
you hear in the back of your head that they don't care. You still got to deal with that guy.
Okay. Are we in combat?
Not yet. They can't do
Did they say
anything yet.
take? By the way, did the forest say take care or take care?
They said deal with him. How you deal with
Okay.
him is up to you. There are two people. The two people that weren't affected by the spell of the pirates are just sitting there dumbfounded as to what just fucking happened. They're like eating. Like, what? Where the hell did you come from?
Well, the best part about the hypnotic pattern too, if they weren't looking in his direction, they wouldn't know he cast it because it's not verbal. It's only it lasts for a minute in its concentration, so the two that were confused are no longer confused.
Well, no, they're still confused, but for different reasons.
Like Dave.
What is happening? We don't get paid enough for this.
Thought
You're
we were
getting
fixing the
paid?
ship. And yeah, so the three of you, or Sig's already done his free action, or his surprise action. So you'll be implying both get one action before we will start true combat.
Okay. Well, since I'm assuming they took all of my gear?
Yes.
Okay. Then I have to unequip a couple things. Okay. Well, that
Didn't take long.
that didn't change much. My AC went down by a factor of 1. Cool. Well, then I'm going to cast the Armor of Agathis, but I would like to flavor it, if I may. Instead of frost, it is a bunch of vines that come up from the ground and envelop me. And instead of frost damage, could it perhaps instead be necrotic damage?
I will give you the vines, but it'll be poison damage.
Poison damage I will also take.
Oh, kind of like thorns?
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot poison was a type of damage. Guys, I play D&D. I swear.
I swear.
Yeah. Alright, so this armor appears. What is our dear you'll be doing?
I think she'll cast No, she doesn't know what anybody's doing. Are we doing a fight or are we not? I think she'll just have her axe out on her shoulder and come like over and join.
Yep. And you begin to hear, and Callie, you begin to hear a commotion outside the ship. There's something going on outside here.
Well, I mean, I figured. Like, I fell in the middle of the fight. I still don't know what's going on.
You can definitely tell by the way the galley is leaning that the ship is grounded right now.
Cool. I'm gonna climb to the deck, however that happens, and then just open my wings and fly off. So I can look over what's happening before landing.
Alright, so you fly up into the air. It's slowly starting to get dark outside. Roll me a perception check.
That is a 17.
So, you look down off the side where you heard the commotion at, and your friends and this new random person are standing over these would-be pirates. Most of these pirates look like they're just in La La Land, and the ones that aren't seem to be reaching for their weapons, but they've got a full turn for that happens. Off in the edge where you saw something rise up out of the sky, you didn't get a full good look at it at the time because you were paralyzed. There is smoke. So fire is a thing that's happening in the jungle, the woods. And then along the edge of the island here, you see a very rough for wear looking Wilson slowly limping towards the ship.
Wonderful. Okay. I'm gonna fly down and position herself above, but in front of the people who are reaching for their weapons. And I would like to hold a spell. I will hold the Burning Hands spell. But, yeah, so, like, you can see kind of, like, the fire flickering around her hands, and she's gonna look down at them, and I would very much like to try to intimidate, and just... I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, roll that intimidation.
I think I would argue the fact that their entire crew is...
Do that at advantage.
Days would probably be advantage.
Because you've got your very angry looking Sig. You'll be probably with a smile on her face with the axe over her shoulder. And this very tall man with wicked looking vine armor on.
Flying woman who apparently teleported? 25.
25. They put the weapons down.
One nod of approval.
Very slowly. The ones that aren't currently dazed and confused. What do you want?
What do we want? You're the ones who pulled us out of the sky.
So.
They could have just asked.
Oh, they went off the island. Well, that's what I said.
What do you want?
I know what I want. One, he's gonna walk. He wants to walk over and take the hat off of the captain.
He's still drooling.
So he's gonna take the hat off and put it on his head, and then two, you all owe me. You all owe us a fixed ship, and I want a meal.
Seems a fair trade.
And I want to beat up that guy. Points at the guy who lost his hat.
Yeah, apparently he burned down not burned. Got rid of broken entire forest. Looks to... Oh, this is my new friend, Lord Kick.
At your service.
Are you saying you want to challenge him to a duel
Maybe.
or something? Or what is...
I was brought here. They said beat up the guy with the big hat. He had a big hat. I'm not going to beat you up. Points at Zug. Probably. I heard you're grumpy.
Just gotta shrug and nod.
Unrelated. It's just I've heard things. But yeah, I gotta beat up this guy. I said deal with. I'm at liberty to determine what that means. I've determined it means I need to beat him up.
Probably look very confused, but will eventually shrug a little.
Definitely a duel.
I don't really know if it's my business to intervene there.
They kept me locked in a cage. Well, I wasn't locked, but they kept me in a cage.
So yeah, Sig's gonna shrug and, I don't care. Go ahead. That could be fun to, it'd be entertainment. Oh, somebody here. Take care of that one over there. Get him. He's a good cook. Get some food.
Okay.
Here.
Alright, so I will say this. Sig does not see Wilson.
Okay.
Only Callie saw Wilson.
Then fine. Then he's just gonna be like, somebody give me some food. And he's gonna sit down somewhere, put his feet up, and just relax back wearing the captain's hat.
A lot to digest here, but I think it would be honorable to at the very least wait until he has full functionality of his body. You'll be in Sig.
Just give him a shake, it'll break
problem.
free.
It does seem as though there's a fire in the jungle.
Oh, yeah?
The what now?
All I wanted.
If it's that
was
much
something
trouble,
to
then you
eat.
can stay
We were in
behind
the
and
kitchen
babysit
earlier.
while we go check
It
it
was
out.
just about time to eat. Then all these guys happened. No. Probably something I should look at. Just gotta grumble.
How big is that glow of the fire?
So, because of the dusk, you didn't notice it at first, but as the sun is slowly setting below the island, you see the glow. It's big. And it's off in the direction that Wyvern
I
flew
would like to
into.
go fly over. Look, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fly over to where Wilson is, because my flying speed is twice as much as my walking speed. Oh. I'm just kind of like offer to give him a lift. Just, hey, you don't have to walk the whole way. I can help you back. They have a little camp there.
I think.
Oh, thank God. I woke up in the forest. I don't even know how I got there. I was on the ship, and then I passed out. And I woke up again. There was a big guy, big orc guy, and then I passed out again.
Yes, I got
And I'm
thrown
in
into the ocean. It's been
fucking
wild.
jungle. What the fuck?
Just like scoops him up and flies. She's like, I don't have time for this. Flies over to the fire again, and we'll gently set him down.
He
I'll have to make this
Superman poses as you fly him over.
So I think Sig would look over at the fire and just kind of like, oh, I might have maybe partially been responsible for that.
You what? Do I have to beat up both people that had the big hat?
Oh, I lit the big wyvern on fire and it flew off that way, so maybe partially my fault.
Oh, I thought I
Wasn't
did that.
Wait, so that's the
Oh, I'm
dragon you
glad.
saw?
I was about to feel real bad. Yes.
Good job.
I tried not hurting
And
it.
she's gonna just start flying off that direction.
I didn't. I love the. I tried not
Yeah.
hurting it. I didn't at all.
And fly off in that direction. As you get closer to the center of this fire, I don't know what the others are. If the others are going to follow on foot, I don't know. As you get closer to the center of this fire, the wyvern is like curled up in this. You can tell it's like a lesser dragon. It's not a high intelligence dragon. And it's curled up in this
Is it
ball, and
still
it was
on
gray,
fire?
and now it's this charred black color.
I would have lost concentration.
It's
that
not
way.
what?
It's not on fire, but you definitely know it's not alive.
Oh, it's dead?
It's not alive. No.
Oh,
It roasted.
And the fire is spreading from using that as the center, is spreading out through the forest. You can tell where the burns are and stuff like that.
I think Yolby would look at the still alive pirates, not pirates, the ones that are conscious now.
Mhm.
Be like, he has the hat now, so he's in charge, obviously. So we'll be back. We're gonna go make sure we don't all burn to a crisp. I'm gonna ask Ray in her large form to just head off that direction.
Mhm.
We can take care of that, right? You got super water powers.
Ray like hisses in enjoyment because she likes to mess with fire.
Ah. Pat pat. Good time. It'll be fun. Woohoo!
yeah. I think Sig will turn to join, and then as we, I'm guessing, is Forest Boy gonna also? go
Well,
with us?
so I have a request, DM.
Yes.
I would like to intimidate the pirates.
If they're still drooling, it won't. They're not going to be able to notice
How
you.
long has it
The
been?
two that aren't drooling, you can intimidate.
Oh.
I tell you what. As Zug begins to walk away, it wears off.
I mean, Zug won't walk away until we have what's going to happen with Forrest.
Oh, well, he's gonna. I'm like, I might have to hit you later. I'm telling you now, up front. No hard feelings.
Just remember, I hit back.
That's fine. It's a job. I'm either going to make sure the pirates stay here, or they come help us. One or the other.
So you want to get their opinion here. So he's going to basically just snap his fingers and drop the spell if it wasn't already dropped.
The captain guy jumps to his feet. What? Who? What? What's going on?
He's the captain now.
That's... What? Why do you have my hat?
No, it's
I'm
my
going
hat.
to interrupt by cracking my knuckles and looking as intimidating as possible. I'm not going to make the sounds for certain people's sakes. And I'm going to say in a threatening voice, you either stay here and I'll hit you later, or you come help us put out the fire and I hit you less.
Roll an intimidation.
27.
The guy's like,
Choose now. I'm not gonna wait.
I don't want to get hit, but like,
Oh no, it has to happen.
less is better, I guess. I guess I'll go.
That goes for all of you.
They fall in line.
Yeah, Sig will be like, all right, we're on fire brigade now. Let's go.
You all follow behind Ray. Ray leads the way.
I get to ride a giant snake.
So I do think after this situation all goes down, knowing that Sig doesn't have anything useful for fighting fires, he's going to switch personalities back into his gray orc self.
The fuck did the big guy go?
It's roughly the same size, a little bit shorter, just big old orc.
Wilson is limping behind everyone because he didn't want to be left alone at the camp. I guess I'll follow too. You make your way to where now we'll go back over to Callie. The others are heading this way. If you're still in the air, you can turn back and see that there's like this line, single file line of people following.
That means I'm the
your
leader.
flight path.
Anyway, cool. Yeah. Meanwhile, she's gonna see that they're approaching and land and summon Phrynos to like a medium largish size and have him start using his control of earth to like throw dirt on the fires that can be put out that way that are around. And she's just gonna start the process of casting things. Like I think just shape water. She can use the water from her water skin to maybe put some things out. She doesn't have a lot in the way of fire putting out, but she's gonna try her best. Get started on it while she waits for the rest of everyone.
Yeah, it is. Yep, and Phrynos shows up and he does his big old ribbit croak that everybody can hear. And everybody starts feeling earthquakes as he begins to move dirt and earth to put out fires and extinguish embers.
So I would like to do a thing with Fritz to help with all this digging and helping put out these fires.
Not long after the Phrynos thing happens, y'all show up. It's maybe couple 3-4 minutes to get there.
Okay, so I can use the Alter Self spell, and I would like to go with some claws to help dig better, to help dig up like a little trench area to try to make fire breaks and openings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Since I don't really like, it's basically like that's all I have to fight fires.
The pirates are very leerily, very slowly moving flammable stuff and throwing dirt onto the fire as they watch Fritz and Pline. Very cautiously watch them.
Yep. Ray and I are just gonna use water stuff.
Water stuff.
Well, technically,
Even though it's
Ray,
fun.
I'm just gonna be here supervising.
You're having fun riding the big old water snake.
Yeah. We're creating mud slides and stuff now.
I'd
Like, just
imagine Yulby
water
is probably
everywhere?
laughing ridiculously loud.
Oh yeah. She's grinning ear to ear. And I bet Ray's having a great time putting out all the fires. So it's just like, whee!
And Fritz would like to thank the spirit for helping them out as he's working
Yeah.
to dig.
He hears that scree in the sky. And yeah, it takes a good 30 to 45 minutes, but y'all get the fire out. Big old group effort. Everything's wet. There's dirt and mud everywhere.
With a charred wyvern in the middle.
This is a nice big old clearing now. It's barbecued.
About how big is the clearing, out of curiosity?
Maybe twice the size of the ship.
I don't remember that off the top of my head.
I'm going to say about the size of a football field. It's a pretty big clearing now.
For us non-Texans that listen,
About
how big is a football field?
about 300 feet.
Okay, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's not super big.
You'll be able to kind of like rub our hands together. Like, okay, I can make the plants grow back if you want.
Wilson is investigating
Cool.
the barbecued wyvern.
Well, I'm gonna need everyone to shoo, or you're gonna kind of get a little stuck.
So
Okay, then.
Fritz is gonna look at his new crew and says, "All right, remember we wanted food, so let's get back there and get some food made up."
Wilson, hold on. Someone cut the tail off this wyvern. We can have it for dinner.
Callie makes a face. She's
Look at Callie.
It's wyvern. It's not a. It's not. I mean, look. It's not a smart dragon. It's a dumb dragon. But as smart as a house cat or a puppy.
You eat house cats and puppies?
I'm a hobgoblin. I've eaten a lot of things.
I appreciate your honesty.
do
Looks at the
do
only
as you
blade
like.
I
I'm not
have
going
is a
to
dagger.
dictate what you do, and if I remember correctly, it did. Was it fighting you? Looking over at who is it right now, Fritz?
Yeah, it'd be Fritz right now. Was not fighting me, but was attempting to take the ship with it. So
Mm-hmm.
So it chose to enter the fight. So I suppose it got the end that it deserved at that point. Someone eating it would be better than just letting it sit here and rot.
was always the way it was back in the mountain. If you take a prey down, you should at least make use of it.
I can give it proper last rites if you want. If that make you feel better.
A bit, yes.
He digs through his belongings and pulls out this old amulet that looks like the serpentine dragon for Leviathan. He's like, it's been a long time since I've had to use these cleric stuff that I got. He does last rites. Okay, there. Waste not what the earth provides.
I'm gonna allow them to do what they want as far as harvesting meat goes, but I'm gonna go and see if there's any part of this wyvern that's not charred to a crisp. Like, I don't know, a scale, a horn, a tooth, something to take as a little token.
Alright. So, what you know of gray wyverns, when they die, gray wyverns are like a wind and an air thing. Like they're specifically nomadic worms. They don't stay in one spot for very long, but they're also not something that's been around for a while. And what you know about them is when they die, their eyes turn to gemstones.
Okay.
And that's pretty much the only thing you can find that's not completely charred.
I guess that's what I'm gonna take then.
And we have this softball-sized opal. Yes.
Very nice.
Well, the only thing that Sig would want would be like a wyvern talon, but he's not currently in charge of the body, so Fritz is like, it's food, I'll eat it.
Nobody's gonna leave it because she's been warily watching Callie at the moment. But I can't tell you how much she very much wants to try and figure out if she can make it into armor. But she'll leave it. But then she'll climb on top of the thing and wait for when they're done.
So Fritz, being the captain now, is going to look at one of the pirates with an axe and point to that one and just go on, get it done.
Only, and Wilson will speak up. Only the tail. Don't disturb the rest of the body. Only the tail. Wyvern tails would grow back anyway if it was alive. So.
Like a lizard?
Yeah, they're kind of like a lizard. They're the highest version of lizards and the lowest form of dragons.
Do dragons get their tails back if they ever lost it?
That one's up to Callie.
Oh, it's up to me to decide?
Yes, that is up to you to decide.
Ooh. Well, depending on how much magic they've amassed, it may take a little longer, but they can grow them back.
My next question now. If they lose their tail, does it wiggle around like a lizard's?
Wow.
Can't say I've ever seen it happen.
I would like to know this information. I will ask the gatekeeper next we see him.
I also have information to tell you about that, but I felt it could wait.
Oh, yes. I'm waiting for all of you to go, because then you're going to get stuck in grass and stuff.
I'll be fine.
Okay, I'm going to do it then.
Did the crew member
Yeah,
cut the tail?
he cuts it off.
Okay, so then Fritz is gonna take the pirate crew back with Wilson to get the food cooking.
Yep.
Yeah, once they're all out of like a 200-foot radius from you'll be on the center of this wyvern,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast plant growth.
Plant growth. Do it. Do your thing.
Yeah, so this spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are 2 possible uses for this spell, granting either immediate or long-term benefits. If you cast a spell using one action, choose a point within range. I would like to center it in on Yulby, and she'll leave like 1 foot around herself to like not get caught up into stuff. And it says all normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot of it moves. You can exclude 1 or more areas of any size within the spell's area from being affected.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's not going to cast it over 8 hours because that's going to take forever. But it would have been very good for the forest.
Yeah. I say you cast this, and because it's not the full 8 hours, you get all of these budding saplings, and they're all about waist high. Different types of trees. And it's not just jungle trees though. It's like there's pine trees and there's oak trees and there's a maple tree in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Even trees have diversity.
It's completely random trees and plants that start to grow. There's actually, you can tell there's a baby banana tree in one area.
Oh, good. Good luck, little
But
tree. I wish I
A
would.
couple of those trees, and they look like kind of like mangrove trees, grow over this dead wyvern and essentially like encase it.
Neat. Wipe my hands, look at to Lord Kick and Callie if she stayed. I don't know if she's flying over.
Kelly's still here. She has one more thing she wants to do. She's just waiting for everyone else to finish up.
Ta-da! Plants are back. I didn't know it was going to kind of give the guy a grave, but now he's got a place. It's all good now.
Good for the trees. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Well, let's go get some dinner. Maybe they'll finish by the time we get there.
Okay.
They walk away. Gonna go and land like right next to where the wyvern was. And see if Thranos can't make me a little mound of rock. Really cool if you can make it kind of wyvern or dragon shaped at all, but you know, I'm not gonna be picky.
I'm gonna say rule of cool. It's fine. He's sculpting the rock.
Yeah. I'm gonna have him embed these 2 little opals in this rock.
Alright.
And say a few words in Draconic, asking this wyvern, you know, it's spirit to look over this island. I know that it's a less intelligent species, but it doesn't mean that its life isn't worth it.
It's fair. It's a good forest guardian thing to do. Very good. Keeping the balance.
And then that's the end of that. Then she'll head off with it.
Alright, so
Oh,
when you get back to the camp, the others are I want to say the others are all lined up around the campfire. Wilson has skinned and roasted this tail in pieces, and then there's also a couple of lizard chickens on a spit in the fire here. And you can actually see Wilson scraping the char off of this tail to reveal undamaged scales. of this skin that he cut off the tail. Hey, check it out. I saved the tail scales.
Oh, I thought they were all going to be burnt to a
No,
crisp.
wyverns are fireproof.
I'm close to fireproof. One day.
Yeah, and then, alright, so, Pline.
Yes.
The pirates are all eating. None of them are paying attention to you and Fritz anymore. And the captain seems to be joking and laughing with one of his crewmates about another forest that they happen to be in at a time. You don't know exactly what he's saying. You keep hearing him
Oh, it
say
doesn't matter.
forest.
I'm going to walk up to him and say, by the way, I'm going to hit you now. And, casts Eldritch Blast at both Zug and the former captain. And that is...
Oh, it wasn't
I know, but he
Zug's
said this one was partially his fault, so he's going to get a love tap.
fault. Well, no, what I'm saying is it was Sig.
Oh,
It was Sig. It wasn't
Not
Fritz.
Fritz.
Fritz has no idea
it
what's
wasn't.
going on.
It wasn't fully explained to him yet. It was just like, that's the grumpy one. Oh, like that's how he feels right now. Got it.
Alright, so what is
so
that to hit for the both of
That's
them?
a dirty 20 to hit Sig, and
Ooh.
a 25 to hit the former captain. And I need both of you to make strength saving throws.
Well, here's what I'll say about the former captain. He's out cold.
I still need strength saving throws.
He automatically fails that, so that's fine.
Yep. Well, he gets covered up in vines. He's taking a vine nap.
It's fine. And what is Fritz's strength save?
23 natural 20.
Jeez, you shockingly barely beat it. Vines try to grow on you, and you just kind of break out of them.
So I think Fritz is just like, you didn't need to hit me. I don't have the spell, but I do. Sig does want to give you payback. He said he hits
Well.
back, so he's gonna switch back over to Sig and you.
Okay.
Let's see, what does this do? So that's a
How long has this been?
huh?
By the way, how long did it take us to get to the place, get back, and put out the fire total?
Put out the fire and then get back to camp. I'm going to say about an hour and a half.
Okay, well, then the spell's worn off, so you're not going to take ouchies in return.
That's fair. So that is a dirty 20.
That hits.
So he's going to hit you with chill touch. So basically, my imagining of it is the little sticky slappy hand thing. Just goes flying out, slaps you. And that is... So you get hit for 2 necrotic damage.
Okay, you had gotten hit for 6 force.
6? Okay.
Captain Boy's out cold. All the
It's-
pirates are laughing.
And I would like to cast. I would like to intimidate the rest of the pirates
Roll an intimidation.
again. Oh, well, I think they're about to shit their pants.
You'd be surprised at how hard it's going to be to intimidate them right now. They're laughing at their captain.
28.
They're intimidated. They're not
I-
as intimidated as you thought.
I have a
They're
plus-
intimidated.
I have a +9.
They're intimidated.
Nice.
They're still laughing, but they're like not. They're like more awkward laughs now.
None of you go too far and harm the forest like what your captain did again. or I'm gonna do a lot more than hit you. I'll know.
As you sit, and
Now
as
enjoy
you
the
say
rest of your
this,
meal.
A circular portal opens up at the edge of the little campsite. All this green light and very foresty smelling.
Um,
I think that's her cue to leave.
yes, I was going to. So I'll stand up. I'll say, "Come along, Rosie. It was nice meeting all of you. Thank you for your help. Sorry for hitting you. It's just business."
This little rosebush thing scuttles along.
And then we head towards the circle.
Yep, and you walk through the circle.
Bye.
Best of luck, I suppose.
When you go walk through, you teleport to a new place, and when the portal dissipates, there's cherry blossoms floating in the air.
Oh,
So I think after the little slap back thing, we would have switched back over to Fritz, and Fritz would just kind of be like, "That's definitely knows how to make an exit."
Maybe. I don't know. Is this guy alive? Yobi's just gonna look at the captain. Magic tends to hurt.
He's snoring. His nose is bloody.
Yeah,
He's snoring.
hey, Yobi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before anyone else tries to lay claim to it, I think since you are the one who helped to lay it to rest, and you are the one that helped restore the forest around it that it had damaged, by accident, perhaps you would be the best recipient of the scales so they don't go to waste.
The biggest grin. Yeah. I can have them?
I don't think that it would anger their spirit at all if they went to you. Now, if they went to Sig, that'd be a different story.
All right. So this wyvern leather, this scale, it is 14 foot by 5 foot stretch of gray wyvern scales, and the tip of the tail had 3 bone spikes in it.
Man, I'm glad we picked up Wilson. He was able to skin that thing nice, much nicer than I think any of us
Food
ever
prep.
could. Oh yes, Yobi's going to take this and be like, I don't know how to do this, but it's definitely in her hands now, and she's very excited. Oh man, all the guys at the arena are going to be jealous.
I will tell you this. The white, soft underbelly pieces of the leather of this skin, Wilson took for himself because he needed new boots.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm sure you could find somebody, like an artisan, that could do it some justice.
Oh, yes. I will find somebody somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, it'll happen.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, and when food is ready, Fritz would point out to Callie that I specifically asked them to get some of the lizard chickens around there for you because I figured you might not want the rest of the food.
I very appreciate it.
These are big old lizard chickens too. These things are almost the size of turkeys.
I imagine it's a little bit like asking a human to like eat monkey meat. Like, it's not like we can't, but also like, no, thank you.
It's a little too close.
Yeah. Weird.
I
Wilson
don't.
is a
Yeah,
cleric
I think
of nature.
Yobi's
He's
just
like,
gonna be
"What's
trying to shine these scales.
this?" Oh yeah. Turn it into a cape.
Well, for now, yes, because she doesn't know how else to do anything.
All right. So, I will give you the properties of that leather later, and we can work out how Yobi's going to get it made into something.
Mm-hmm.
I also need to know if I get anything special for the hat. I figure probably
The
not.
hat?
Just be kind
I tell you what. While you are wearing the hat, you get a +1 to your charisma modifier. It's a captain's hat.
Damn.
You get a +1 to performance, but only specifically for sea shanties.
That's amazing.
That needs to go on like a hurdy-gurdy
That's
or
hilarious.
something.
And as the night winds down, the ship is still in disrepair, so you can't really fly off yet.
Oh, I almost forgot I had to tell them about the tavern.
I think we will wait until next time for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe a little overtime at this point.
As the night winds down and y'all are eating and relaxing, that is where we will stop.
Man, we saved the trees.
And the Kick Lord thanks you. Lord Kick.
Yeah, I think you'll be bestowed that title.
It's pretty good.
I was 100% expecting you to just kick that dude or punch him without saying anything to him. 100%.
No, honest to a fault. I'm going to hit you now.
I'm happy Callie got to be just a little bit Forest Guardian-y. Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
I was excited to use that spell that Yobi had. I was like, man, I don't know why she has this in her list, but we're using it.
And alright. So, again, Jake, did you have
Hi.
fun? That is my first question. Did you have fun? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
It's like, no pressure.
Well, I thought about being like awkwardly silent for a few seconds, but I decided against it.
The only way to do that better is you're awkwardly quiet, then you like leave the call.
And once again, this is your time to shine. And tell us all about the things you do.
Well, I'm a Leo. No, I'm kidding. Hi. I'm Jake. I'm in the Discord server for one. If you've been listening to it this long, especially after last week's episode, and you still haven't gotten Discord, I will once again remind you, it's free. Get on it. Come say hi. We got questions. The other people are here. It's lots of fun. And the other thing I do, the only other thing I do, I'm kidding, I have a day job. I stream on Twitch at Jake318. Same as my Discord name. Yeah, I do alright.
It's kinda alright.
It's fun.
I'm trying to be humble. I don't want to be like, it's the greatest stream ever, and like, that's a lot of expectations to live up
I'm
to.
gonna say it's the greatest stream ever and go see him.
Yes, do it.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, it's always a good fun when I do get to tune in, and there is definitely a lot of sort of like group participation stuff and audience participation stuff. So it's a fun time.
Well, since there doesn't seem to be anything else, I'm gonna skip ahead
Ah,
because I want to do it. Haha. If you're not sure where to find Jake and you're just like, man, what is that place called? Some weird website, sounds like some music. I don't know. Check out our socials at FaceTrest on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and we can totally point you to our Discord or Jake's Twitch or whatever. We could do that. It's no problem.
I'll one up it. I'll link it in the episode.
Ooh.
There you
See?
And as a totally unrelated segue for the episode, please leave a rating or review in your podcatcher of your choosing. 5 stars, best stars, 1 star, mean star. But always give us what you think we deserve. And always, as always, yeah. And as always, definitely let us know what you like, what you dislike, and we hope to see you around the
watering hole.
something like that. I don't know. I lost train of thought there.
Around the wyvern.
Yeah.
What about the campfire?
The wyvern
There
fire.
you go. That works.
Aw.
All right. So, with this,
The forest fire.
Oh.
and
Remember, kid, Pline says only you can prevent forest fires.
with this, I will leave you with our topic of the week. And this time, going in par with the episode a bit, I want to hear about the interesting and strange things your characters have eaten over the course of your campaigns. It's always fun to hear about weird things and off-the-wall things.
I feel like we've asked
we
this
asked
one.
We are not, actually.
About unique foods.
Yeah.
But
I want to hear the stories
So
behind
I want-
the eating of the foods.
I do also want, though, as a secondary side topic of the week note, I just want like one of the like, you know, the big like energy moments of a character where you just walk up and kind of like Zug here, where it's like, this hat is now mine. Like I want some, like, I want to hear stories about that kind of stuff. Just some random, like, your character just claimed this as theirs and it's now theirs and nobody can take it away. So what kind of weird story happened for something like that? That could be fun. If you don't have any fun food.
I remember
Maybe
the time I slowly turned our merchant ship into a menagerie. That was fun. Good times.
Drove the doctor insane.
I remember when a certain player of mine ate a beholder. That was a thing.
I feel like I've threatened this one before.
With that, as always, we love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.